హాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్స్, దిస్ ఇస్ ఎస్తర్ ఎస్టీజీ వ్లాగ్స్ టు ఫ్రెండ్స్. ఈరోజు న్యూ టాపిక్తో నేను ముందుకు వచ్చాను. హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ గురించి. వాట్ ఆర్ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్? గివ్ ఎ ఫ్యూ ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అండ్ దేర్ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ టు సొసైటీ. హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అంటే ఏంటి? బేసికల్గా ఎన్ని టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి, అసలు హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ వాళ్ళ యూజ్ ఏంటో మనం కొన్ని చూద్దాం, క్లుప్తంగా చూద్దాం. ఓకే, వాట్ ఆర్ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అని మనం చూస్తే, హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ హ్యూమన్ బీయింగ్స్ whose contribution society can use for different purposes. Human resource is considered an important and potential resource of any country. Any person used to provide as a service comes under human resource. Example: waiters, painters, software programmers, accountants, salespeople, drivers, doctors, teachers, lawyers, farmers, scientists, electrician, etc. Any occupation that renders service to society is a human resource. People are considered as a resource because with their demands and capabilities they can create new resources. The natural resources are discovered and are put to utilization only by human resources. Basically, there are three types of resources. First one is natural resources, second one is capital resources, third one is human resources. First, natural resources is the elements are things found in the environment such as land, water and minerals is called as natural resource. Next one, capital resource, the requirements of an organization or business like money, tools, equipment, etc. are called as capital resources. Third one is human resources. Human resources are human beings whose contribution society can use for different purposes. Example: teachers, farmers, soldiers, servants. Those type people belongs to human being whose contribution society can use for different purposes are called as human resources. People are considered as a resource because with their demands and capabilities they can create new resources, right? The natural resources are discovered and are put to utilization only by human resources. All the natural resources will be in vain without human resources. Nature's bounty, generosity becomes important only when people find it and make it useful for them. The human resources of any country are its pride, and nation's development depends on the worth of these resources. So capital resources, natural resources, human resources, this type, basically there are three types of resources, but human resources is considered an important and potential resource of any country. Okay, any person used to provide as a service comes under human resource. Note this point: any person used to provide as a service comes under human resource. It's called as human resource. Good human resource. Example: already waiters, painters, software programmers, any occupation that renders service to society is a human resource. ఇలా మనకి హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అంటే ఏంటో మనం చూసుకున్నాం. మూడు రకాలుగా ఉంటుందని చూసుకున్నాము. ఈ మూడు రకాల్లో కూడా మనం సొసైటీకి ఏ విధంగా ఉపయోగపడేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, సొసైటీకి ఎలా కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు, ఆ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసేటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఏ విధమైనటువంటి కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ సొసైటీకి ఉపయోగపడుతూ జనాలకు ఉపయోగపడుతూ చేసేది ఏదైనా ఉంది అని అంటే వాళ్ళని హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ కిందగా మనం తీసుకోవచ్చు అనమాట. యాక్చువల్గా హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ ఈజ్ ద సెట్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ హూ మేక్ up the workforce of any organization, business sector, industry or economy, and narrower concept is human capital. The knowledge and skills which the individuals command. Similar terms include manpower, labor, personal, associates, are simply people. The human resources department, HR department మనం వింటూ ఉంటాం. The HR department of an organization performs the human resource management, overseeing various aspects of employment, such as a compliance with labor law and employment standards, interviewing, administration of employee benefits, organization of employee files with the required documents for future reference, and some aspects recruitments, also known as talent acquisition and employee of boarding. They serve as the link between an organization's management and and its employees. Actually, human resources managers are in charge of every aspect of the employee life cycle in an organization. The responsibilities of HR include preparing or updating employment records related to hiring, transferring, promoting, and terminating. The duties include planning recruitment and selection process, posting job ads, evaluating the performance of employees, organizing resumes and job applications, scheduling interviews, assisting in the process, and ensuring background checks. Another job is the payroll and benefits administration, which deals with ensuring vacation and sick time are accounted for, reviewing payroll and participating in benefits tasks like claim resolutions, recounting benefits statements, and approving invoices for payment. HR also coordinates employee relations activities and programs, including but not limited to employee counseling. So here, human resources manager has various functions in a company. First one is some examples. Let us see. Determine needs of the staff, determine to use the temporary staff for hiring employees to fill these needs, determining do's or don'ts, do nots, recruit the best employees, train employees, upgrade their learning knowledge, supervise the work, evaluate the work, establish a discipline, work culture in the organization. Avoid politics in office. Apply HR software for the ease of work in organization, manage employee relations. If there are unions, perform collective bargaining, prepare employee records and personal policies, manage employee payroll, benefits and compensations, ensure equal opportunities, deal with discriminations, or motivate employees, mediate disputes. So many managers need to develop their interpersonal skills to be effective. Organizational behavior focuses on how to improve factors that make organizations more effective. Actually, history of human resources, let us see. Human resources management used to be referred to a personal administration. Actually, in the 1920s, the personal administration focused mostly on the aspects of hiring, evaluating, and computing, and also organizational compensating employees. However, they did not focus on any employment relationships at an organizational performance level or on the systematic relationships in any parties. This led to a lacked unifying paradigm in the field during this period. According to an HR magazine article, the first personal management department started at the National Cash Register in 1900. The owner, John Henry Patterson, organized a personal department to deal with grievances, discharges, and safety and information for supervisors and new laws and practices after several strikes and employee lockouts. This action was followed by other companies. For example, Ford had high turnover ratios of 380% in 1913, but just 1 year later, the line workers of the company had doubled their daily salaries from 2.50, it means dollars, even though 2.50 was a fair wage at the time. This example clearly shows the importance of effectiveness management, which leads to greater outcome of employee satisfaction, as well as encouraging employees to work together in order to achieve better business objectives. During the 1970s, American business began experiencing challenges due to the substantial increase in competitive pressures. Companies experienced globalization, deregulation, and rapid technological change, with caused the major companies to enhance their strategic planning, a process of predicting future changes in a particular environment and focus on ways promote organizational effectiveness. This resulted in developing more jobs and opportunities for people to show their skills, which were directed to effectively applying employees toward the fulfillment of individual, group, and organizational goals. Many years later, the major or minor of human resource management was created at universities and colleges, also known as business administration. It consists of the activities that companies use to ensure the more effective utilization of employees. Now, human resources focus on the people side of management. There are two real definitions of HRM. HRM, it means human resource management. One is that is the process of managing people in organizations in a structured and through manner. This means that it covers the hiring, firing, pay and perks and performance management. The first definition is the modern and traditional version, more like what a personal manager would have done back in the 1920s. The second definition is the HRM. HRM circles the ideas of management of people in organizations from a macro management perspective, like customers and competitors in a marketplace. This involves the focus on making the employment relationship fulfilling for both management and employees. Some research showed that employees can perform at a much higher rate of productivity when their supervisors and managers paid more attention to them. The father of human relations, Elton Mayo, was the first person to reinforce the importance of employee communications, cooperation, and involvement. His studies included that sometimes the human factors are more important than physical factors, right? Such as quality of lighting and physical workplace conditions. As a result, individuals often place value more on how they feel. For example, rewarding system in human resource management applied effectively can further encourage employees to achieve their best performance, right? So here, let us discuss about human resources, the set of people who make up the workforce of an organization, business sector, industry, or economy, and narrower concept is a human capital. Right? The knowledge and skills which the individuals command. Similar terms include manpower, labor, personnel, associates, or simply people. The human resources department of an organization performs human resource management. Okay, overseeing various aspects like of employment, interviewing, employment benefits, labor law, recruitment of boarding, recruitment selection process, resumes, background checks, whatever it may be, payroll, invoices, okay, employee benefits and employment status, and performing payroll or benefits related counselation, okay, reconciliation, ఇలాంటివన్నీ కూడా మనకి హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్లో మనకి కనిపిస్తాయి. వీటికి ఒక వేరియస్ ఫంక్షన్స్ మనకి కనిపిస్తాయి. స్టాఫ్ని ఎలా చేసుకోవాలి అని చెప్పేసి మనకు కనిపిస్తాయి. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి టెక్స్ట్లో మనకి హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అనేది మనం కన్సిడర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పొటెన్షియల్ రిసోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ది కంట్రీ అని చూసుకున్నాం. అలాగే ఎనీ పర్సన్ యూజ్డ్ టు ప్రొవైడ్ ఎస్ సర్వీస్ కమ్ అండర్ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్ అని చూసుకున్నాం. ఎగ్జాంపుల్ వెయిటర్స్ అనుకుంటున్నాం, పెయింటర్స్ అనుకుంటున్నాం, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రోగ్రామర్స్, అకౌంటెంట్స్, ఓకే, sales people, next one drivers, doctors, teachers, lawyers, farmers, scientists, electricians. Any occupation that renders service to society is a human resource. Basically there are three types of resources. Okay, first one is natural, second one is a capital, third one is a human resource. Natural resources, the elements are things found in the environment such as land, water, minerals. Okay, this belongs to are called as natural resources. Natural ga manaki కనిపించేటువంటివి. ఓకేనా. క్యాపిటల్, ఇట్ మీన్స్ మనీ. క్యాపిటల్ రిసోర్స్, ద రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ an organization or business like money, tools, equipment, etc. Next one, human resource. Human being whose contribution society can use for different purposes. We know very well people are considered as a resource because with their demands and capabilities they can create new resources. The natural resources are discovered and are put to utilization only by human resources. All the natural resources will be in vain without human resources. Nature's bounty, generosity becomes important only when people find it and make it useful for them. Right? The human resources of any country are its pride, and nation's development depends on the worth these resources. ఇలా ఈ విధంగా హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్ అనేటువంటివి ఒక కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసేటువంటివి. యాక్చువల్లీ కాంట్రిబ్యూషన్ అంటే ఏంటో ఒక మనీని మనం కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం, కానీ ఇక్కడ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్సెస్లో మనకి ఏమి కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నామనంటే మనుషులము ఏదైతే సొసైటీకి ఉపయోగపడుతుందో దాన్ని మనము కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తూ ఉన్నాము. డాక్టర్స్, లాయర్స్, టీచర్స్, ఓకేనా, ఇలాంటి అందరూ కూడా కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేసేది ఏదైనా ఉంది అనేసి అంటే వాళ్ళ యొక్క సర్వీస్ని కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళకు ఉన్నటువంటి విద్యను నలుగురితో పంచుతున్నారు. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళకున్నది ఏదైనా ఉంది అని అంటే నలుగురికి ఉపయోగపడే విధంగా చేస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి మేజర్ క్యారెక్టర్స్ కానీ, మేజర్ థింగ్స్ కానీ, మేజర్ సర్వీసెస్ కానీ ఉంది ఎవరికైనా ఉంది అని మనం చూసుకున్నట్లయితే, మనము కంట్రీ సైడ్ కానీ మనకి ఎక్కడున్న వీటిలో చూసుకున్నట్లయితే మనకి ఎక్కువగా డాక్టర్స్, టీచర్స్, లాయర్స్, ఫార్మర్స్, సైంటిస్ట్, ఎలక్ట్రీషియన్స్, సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ప్రోగ్రామర్స్, పెయింటర్స్, వెయిటర్స్, అకౌంటెంట్స్, సేల్స్ పర్సన్స్, ఓకేనా, ఎన్ని ఆక్యుపేషన్ దట్ రెండర్ సర్వీస్ టు సొసైటీ ఈజ్ ఏ హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్, రైట్. ఈ విధంగా మనకి హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్ అనేటువంటిది కన్సిడర్డ్ అండ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ అండ్ పొటెన్షియల్ రిసోర్స్ ఆఫ్ ఎనీ కంట్రీ. ఓకే ఫ్రెండ్స్, హ్యూమన్ రిసోర్స్ అంటే ఏదో విన్నారు, దాని ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ విన్నారు, దాని యొక్క హెచ్ఆర్కి సంబంధించినటువంటి రూల్స్ రెగ్యులేషన్స్తో పాటు హెచ్ఆర్ ఏం చేస్తాడు అది కూడా మీకు నేను చెప్పాను ఇందులో. దానికి రిలవెంట్గా మీకు ఏదైతే ఉండిందో ఆ పాయింట్స్ కూడా నేను చెప్పాను. ఓకే అండి, మీకు ఈ వీడియో నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం బెల్ సింబల్ని ప్రెస్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ సో మచ్.